This is World Comics Review, and today we have a Vietnamese Tran Truyen, or Truyen Tran, which means picture book, or book picture I guess, which is the Vietnamese for comic or picture book. So this is kind of actually a picture book and not a comic, but yeah, it's Vietnamese. Seems to have some weird quirks, although I've only been to Vietnam for less than a day. But so Truyen Tran or Tran Truyen can both mean picture book or comic. And Hieu Sach or Sach Hieu both mean bookshop. Doesn't seem to matter which way round you put these phrases, they mean the same thing. So this is the old Vietnamese flag. So yeah, this is a picture book, and unusually for Vietnamese comics, it is in colour. So I guess it's some sort of ancient Vietnamese story about a super strong guy who can lift boulders. And I guess he's in his village. This guy is riding in a horse, helps an old lady. This other guy, I guess this other guy is like fawning people who worship him, and he's fighting some bad guys. I didn't even look through this before, I just picked it out and decided, oh no, it's time I did a Vietnamese comic. Right. So he gets summoned before the king, I guess because he's the great strong warrior. They're training him to shoot these arrows. Horseback archery, that's kind of a traditional ancient sport in Japan too. Is that the king as well? Maybe. He's perhaps made a general, he has to go and fight the baddies in this big castle. All the baddies are laying siege to the castle that he's inside, consulting with the king. Oh yeah, they're laying siege to the castle. He goes charging out on a sortie, which is now used as the term for fighter planes going to fight things, but yeah, it used to mean rush out of the castle to attack the enemy. I guess they defeated the enemy and he's hailed as this great hero. And some people on elephants now, some foreign invaders somewhere. He has to sail out to fight the foreign invaders. Their ships sink, I guess, after a great sea battle. Goes back before the king, gets awarded a gigantic sword. And yeah, Vietnam used to use Chinese writing, but not now. But there's still some ancient buildings with Chinese writing on, and approximation of Chinese. Looks like W, and that kind of looks like the Chinese letter for below. Okay, that's actually it. No, it isn't. Pages are damaged and I can't turn it. So I guess after he died, a religious cult was built up around him, and there's shrines where you can worship him now. The end. Probably should have looked into who this character is before reviewing this comic, but never mind. So some other books in the series, maybe going back to 1993. This one's don't know. Oh, these are the other books in the series. Okay, nice colourful covers. Yeah, I've got some similar books about Vietnamese history that are all in black and white, and the artwork seems to be kind of old. Guess these are newer produced ones. Oh, they've got Ly Phung Hieu, lived from 982 to 1059. Okay. Vietnam. I don't know if they had their own date system as well, but since adopting communism, just adopted the worldwide standard calendar, same as the Soviet Union. Vietnam remained allied to the Soviet Union, and I think, was it in the 80s they had a war against China after the Sino-Soviet split, and that war was kind of a draw, but yeah, China says they beat Vietnam by opening a passage to Cambodia, who was allied with China, and Vietnam says that China didn't invade their whole country, so they won as well. So yeah, both sides claim to have won the other Vietnam War. I don't know. Published by Kim Dong, which is I'm sure I've got some other books by them too. They're like a Vietnamese comic and children's book publisher. So yeah, quick look at Ly Phung Hieu, and I should probably look up who he actually was on Wikipedia and get back to you. Okay, I've done my due diligence now and looked up who Phung Hieu actually was, and he doesn't have a Wikipedia page, but he's mentioned on this one. So this is the Ly, I guess, Bat Dare Shrine. So it's dedicated to 8 emperors of the Ly Dynasty who ruled Vietnam up until 1028. I guess that was part during the time when the Ly Dynasty was ruling Vietnam. And this is the place, and Phung Hieu was one of the generals, the generals who fought under those emperors. There's also a building for some civil Mandarin officers. Vietnam was kind of a centuries-long love-hate relationship with China. Sometimes they were in the Chinese Empire, sometimes independent, but I guess they kept some Chinese culture, so their officers, or like civil servants, are called Mandarins. So there's also a hall for worshipping them, the Van Chi Hall and the Vo Chi Hall. I guess this is like maybe civilian and military. Is for worshipping 3 generals who also served that dynasty, and Phung Hieu was one of those generals. And some pictures of the place. And there's also a pavilion for water puppet shows, which is a Vietnamese form of a puppet theatre where the stage is made of water and the machinery that works the puppets is underneath the water, and the people operating the puppets are behind a bamboo screen. But yeah, my extremely short visit to Vietnam, I didn't have time to see a show like that. I didn't even eat, I was just going around as many tourist attractions and bookshops as I could. And in fact, there's a nice painting of the shrine too. Okay, nice painting of the same. Is that a painting or a photo? I can't tell. It's a bit of both. Right, photo run through a filter. So yeah, Phung Hieu was a general of the Ly Dynasty, immortalised in the Vo Chi Hall of this place. Right, that was it. Let's look how long the Ly Dynasty was. While I'm here. Right, began in 1009, ran to 1225, and it was in Vietnam. Okay, the northern part of Vietnam. What, Vietnam being split in 2? Imagine that, eh? Yep, so that was the Ly Dynasty, and Phung Hieu was one of their generals, and I guess this is his life story, and now you can go and worship him in the place I forgot the name of already.